Hello and welcome to my channel, Inviting Possibilities. My name is Rochelle and my heart is crooked again. Okay, I wrote it crooked. It's gonna be that kind of day. Thank you so much for joining me. I am doing a reading for water signs today, Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces in all placements, and it's timeless in general. So take what resonates, and if it really doesn't, feel free to check out any of my other videos. They are all timeless and all placements as well. A little slow this morning. Thanks, Jojo, for being here. Good morning. And thanks to all of you for liking, subscribing, and sharing. It means so much to me, helping my channel to grow, which is amazing. Anyway, I'm going to be looking at getting the baseline of the story from the Wisdom of the Oracle, and then I will dive in with a bunch of other decks. And yeah, let's just see what's going on. Ooh, and Rest Mojo is here too. Crooked signs don't matter. Yeah. Can't be perfect all the time, as much as I wish it could. All right, what's going on for my water signs? We've got come to the edge in protection, which I believe fire signs got this as well. I think it was fire signs. And the tribe in protection. Oh, and this is number 36. This is number 8. And peace and protection, number 23. All right. All right, there's some resistance here to a new beginning that could be coming from your community, from people around you. Somehow you're being kept, or yeah, maybe people are like feeding fear into you, to you. Sounds weird. It's feeding you fear. It's like, oh, you can't do that because aren't you need to be afraid of whatever. If it's something regarding your stability, like, oh, you can't quit that job before you find another one, or you can't just let everything go and start a new business. You need to, I don't know, you need to be careful, be safe. And it's I don't know, maybe you're putting too much stock into what others are saying, or maybe you're recognizing that there is truth to what they're saying, but there's this choice point. There's a place where that you have to take a leap of faith, but it's so scary, and you don't have the support from your community. So there's a reluctance to do it. I'm going to look in my book real quick. Hey, the sun is here. Good morning. Thanks for joining. Let me look at the tribe in protection. My readers. Beware of compromising your integrity in order to belong. How do you dim your light or change yourself so others will accept you in the tribe? Do you hide who you really are in order to play a role within the larger whole? This will never fulfill you. You're trying to appease people. You're trying to go along with what everyone else is saying, because you don't want to feel left out or ostracized or alienated, and yet you're meant to you're meant to do something new. You're meant to jump in a new direction that this group, this community doesn't approve of, or they don't understand. It scares them. You're shaking things up, and that could disrupt them or whatever is going on here, and so there's a lot of resistance to it. And then with peace in protection, now is a time for calmness and well-being in spite of temporary conditions. Even if there are dissonant notes in the music of your life, all that means is that you must go within and fine-tune the extraordinary instrument that you are. Find harmony within yourself and don't look to the outer world to provide certainty. Yeah, this is about needing to trust yourself. Um where you're headed it's off the beaten path. It's not in alignment with this community, whoever this is. And it's very uncomfortable. But especially if you're getting real pushback. You're like, no, I need to do this for myself. And, everybody or whoever this is saying, no, 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 you can't. You mustn't. Um, y- I mean, even to the point of like threatening you. And it can feel really difficult. It's throwing you off. And yet there's a need to understand that you, like I said, you're meant to jump. You're meant to come to the edge and do something new, to trust yourself. Trust that you're being led where you need to go, which can be really difficult because we are social beings. A huge part of our biological makeup is about trying to fit with the tribe, with the group. And so to go outside of that, to go against that, um, it takes a lot of courage and a lot of strength. Be very interesting if strength shows up. So let me go with I'm gonna start with the come on brain, light seers. Light seers deck. Yeah, okay. We've got death and rebirth, Scorpio energy, the magician, Gemini and Virgo, and the Eight of Swords. Yeah. Yeah, see, here's this ending that leads to a rebirth, that leads to a beginning. The magician is number 1. And with the infinity symbol, the lemniscate, it's that connection to the divine, to those universal energies, and overcoming or needing to overcome some kind of intense anxiety that is self-inflicted, but it's there because of these lies that are being fed to you, or these false truths that belong to others, not to you, but you're believing them, and it's having it you feel stuck. But also it's like you're still working on something. You're secretly working with the energies. Yeah, I feel like you've got something is brewing here. It's that kind of thing where you're really called to do something. It's something that you do in your spare time, that it sucks you in when you do it. It feels really good. It's fascinating, and it's like a skill that you're building. It's about alchemy. And you understand that you need to close a cycle, and you're building up your knowledge, your understanding, you're using the resources and tools that are available to have this new beginning, but it's very scary because you're moving into the unknown and you're moving away from your comfort zone. And to start off with two major arcana as well, it's like this is big, it's a big shift. This is a major um change that is coming, that you understand is happening. And typically we humans have a really hard time with change. We like our comfort zone. It's a safe place. It's not really a place where growth happens, which is the problem, because we're that's the point of being here, um on the planet. Being human is like, it's about learning and changing, and yeah, there's so much resistance to it. But this is what you are supposed to do, what you want to do. So I'm going with the Tarot of Mystical Moments. We've got the King of Cups, the female King of Cups. I love I love this card. The Eight of Cups. Yeah. And the Three of Wands. I mean, okay, so this figure, this solo figure is walking away from the community. There's all these pairs, and this one is like, I'm leaving the scene. I got to go out on my own. So you're doing something. You have this idea of, it's somehow okay, this could be you, where you're attempting, whatever you're doing, you're learning about how you can help others, learning to be a safe haven, the rock for others. Or there's somebody who's providing this energy for you, this kind of groundedness, this stability, helping. Or maybe there's somebody who they're very inspiring to you, and you want to rise to that level, and you understand you need to walk away in order to do this. I'm I'm noticing here this, come to the edge. There's this rock, needing to jump off of the rock. In reverse, it's a similar shape to her. Maybe this has something to do with, that if you jump, you're leaving the safety of your community. There's a lot of love here, there's protection. When you go out on your own, you're leaving this protection behind. Both of these characters are holding ships. So there's movement, there's travel, moving, relocating, looking into the future, being very solid in what you want to do. Maybe it's about leaving behind something that has been very supportive and very good. It's like the baby bird needing to leave the nest, and you're finally deciding to do that. or you're certainly thinking about it, I feel like you can't this is what you have to do. And it's like realizing that you have developed, or you are developing the ability to go out on your own, similar to this energy. This is like a mentor. Maybe it's somebody, it could be somebody who's encouraging you. Like maybe there's a bunch of dissenting voices, but then there's one that's like, you can do this. And maybe they're not a part of the community. Maybe they're separate. Or maybe there's one that's it's the wise one who's like, you got this. I've helped you. I've shown you the way. Now you go out on your own and you pick up where I left off, or you follow the same uh um uh, follow the same path, or do the same things. You know what to do. You know how to leave this group behind, the city behind, the tribe behind, because you're meant to go out into the open sea. You're meant to, you still have roots attached. You're not completely um you're not completely detaching yourself. There's always going to be that connection there, but you're venturing out on your own because you've seen how it can be done, or someone has taught you how to do this. Let me go with the Tarot of Transcendence. Knight of Cups. Yeah, we have this journey, forging a path, heading out on your own. Nine of Wands. Five of Wands. God, that's so interesting. Because it's like you know you need to go. You want to go. This is a journey, and it's not an easy one with all these mountains here. But it's like you see the path, you know where you want to go. And this either is the journey itself. You anticipate that it's going to be pretty intense, but we have the Eye of Horus. I just learned about the difference between the Eye of Ra and the Eye of Horus. This is about protection. This is the Eye of Horus. It's about being divinely protected and guided. The sun is just rising here, providing light and illumination. I think that's the sun. Oh no, the sun is up here. What am I saying? It's like this, but it's the sun is in the cup. It's like having taking a piece of the light with you, or having some kind of, the path is being illuminated, or you have the ability to shine a light even in the darkest places because of having this protection. And it's been a difficult path because you've met all this resistance, or you continue to meet this resistance. It's like people are not happy about you going forward, and yet you're determined. Your determination, your will is strong. You know you have to go on this journey. And there's people who are pulling at you, who are like, no, you can't leave. You've got responsibilities. You've made commitments. People are arguing with you. They don't agree. And this is causing so much anxiety, but you also know you have to. It's a part of your calling, and people don't understand this. I'll go with the Guardian Tarot. My creepy tree friends. Yeah, it's quite an interesting reading. It's really, yeah, it's cool. Four of Cups. Oh God, and we got the ship again. Six of Cups. And the King of Pentacles. Lots of water here. Traveling across land, water. It's a journey. It's a oops. um, where am I? Where am I? It's like if this is your energy, you're you're struggling because there's a part of you that knows that you need to go, that you want to go, and there's another part of you that doesn't want to leave the comfort and safety of the tribe. And so you're stuck in this, it's kind of an emotional neutral. You're trying to, you know, you need to get on that ship, or you know, you need to, yeah, you need to sail away, but you're missing the boat, or you're afraid you're going to miss the boat, or maybe you feel like maybe the best thing is to just let that go, but the thought of that just makes you feel like not happy. You don't like the prospects that are in front of you currently, but the prospects of leaving the past behind, that you don't like that either. You're dealing you're dealing with somebody. Okay, so I feel like there's a couple of different energies here, because we have this one energy that's very protective, very supportive, loving, kind. There's this other one that's, it's like we need to be practical here. How this is somebody from the past. So either you're moving towards somebody from the past who's already set, who's built themselves up, or this is somebody that you are dealing with who they're a part of the tribe. They're this other voice that's like, no, we need to be practical and logical. You can't leave. We rely on you. I rely on you. We can't grow without you. Maybe you're getting some kind of guilt trip, which is causing this feeling of like just feeling dissatisfied. You know, you're being told what's right. Maybe you have a certain like moral code that you follow where you're like, well, I have to do the right thing, but it doesn't resonate with you. And maybe it did at one time and it doesn't anymore. And so you want to jump, but you can't, but you feel like you don't have any choice. But then, yeah, there's a stuckness. So let me go with the Tarot of Mystical. No, I already did that one. This is Mystic Mondays Tarot. Mystic Mondays. Just another Mystic Monday. Okay, so we've got Knight of Cups again. Mm-hmm. Eight of Cups again. And the Devil. Capricorn energy. You have you I feel like you you have something you want to offer to somebody or to the world. It's about wearing your heart on your sleeve and being authentic to who you are. This is offering up what's truly in your heart. And you are moving away from the stuck energy. This devil represents this tribe energy. You realize that this group, this community, person, people, whatever this is, it's toxic. It doesn't match who you are anymore. It's time for you to forge a new path, to go out on your own and either find or create a new tribe. But it's a solo journey to get there. You need to swim. It's dark where you are. It's like there's a sense of just, if you stay where you are, you're trapped. You're bound to this energy. It's a never ending nightmare of like constantly, you think you're getting somewhere, it's like you're climbing the steps. It's like, a weird dream or something where you're climbing the steps, you think you're going to get to the top, and then you find yourself back at the bottom again, and you're like, okay, I'm going to climb again. And it's a never ending stuckness, and you realize that you need to move away from this. It's become toxic. Maybe there's a codependency here with this tribe. You are meant to you're meant to figure out who you are, the power that you have, um, without this group. You have it all within you. So I'm going to go with the Enchanted Map Oracle. Gentle Gardener, number 2. Magic Stream, number 18. And Goblins, number 5. Peace, peace and protection. That breaks down to a 5. Come to the Edge. It breaks down to a 9. And we have the 9 here. It's see, they're all these fairies. Fairies are magical, right? And they're all sitting on the eggs, incubating the eggs. You're incubating something, using some kind of magic, using the ability or learning an ability. Look, I just noticed there's this face looking down, which I feel like is this energy. It's like, yes, I mean, this could be like a spirit guide, or it's like the universe kind of helping you, the divine being there, assisting you, helping you through, or it is someone specific who's like, yeah, you need to you need to do this for yourself, or it could also be where it's like, this is the community, and it's like, no, this is what we do. We need to keep focusing on this thing and hatch these. And you're being watched or looked after by this benevolent force, but it's keeping you stuck in this meadow. You're meant to leave the Shire. You're meant to follow the magic stream, or take the magic with you, And oh, maybe the stream is taking you to this mountain that you're meant to climb so that you can see more clearly. This is following the energy, following your emotions, because when you get to the top, you're going to have the clarity, and you're going to have come to a place of it's taking you where you need to go. But there are always these goblins, and it's like the, yeah, the 5 of wands. You have voices in your head, you have voices around you. People are saying no, don't do it. You feel judged or criticized, or you're gonna lose somehow. You're the goblins are it's 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 something to overcome. It's an obstacle that you're meant to overcome. It's not an easy path, but you've been taught how to use this magic in your favor, and now it's time to leave the nest. Okay, so let me finish with a rune card. Okay, so um we have Awaz again. I'm pretty sure that fire signs got this too. You might want to check out the fire sign reading I just did. Let me find this in the book. Yeah, here. Awaz. Travel or a change of residence. Yes. So, yeah. Travel or a change of residence, as well as loyalty, trust, and teamwork, are the dominant themes for this rune card, which is associated with the horse, a sacred animal in many ancient cultures. Yes, I definitely picked this for fire signs because there was the horse thing with Sagittarius. You could have fire in your chart. But even if you don't, I mean, we have everyone has everything, so check it out. Just as the bond between rider and horse is based on faith, love, and trust, this rune card reminds you of the importance of these qualities for the key relationships in your life. Maybe there's something here about faith, love, and trust, or one of those, um, not being a part of this community any longer. Something has broken down in those one of those areas, or maybe all of them. The card could also apply to a work situation or project in your life that requires discipline, trust, and teamwork if there is to be any forward movement. Discipline and determination. Yeah. If you want success, you need to dedicate yourself wholeheartedly. There are no half measures. Finally, the relationship on which this card could be turning the spotlight is the one you have with yourself. Do you trust yourself? Do you have absolute faith in yourself? If you don't, this card is urging you to focus your energy less on others, and more on believing in yourself and building up your self-confidence. It's about learning to trust yourself. You're getting assistance, or again, it could be just from the universe, or maybe you have somebody who's like encouraging you, helping you. But at a certain point, then it's time for you to maybe pay it forward and help others. I think you're meant to travel, to move, but you're you're meant through this journey to grow and learn so that you can assist others when they kind of go on a similar kind of journey. Your experience is going to help you. And so it's trusting, needing to trust that despite how things look, it's an illusion. You're going to overcome this. You're going to make it to the top. And even though there's all these voices in and outside of yourself saying that shoulding on you, basically, you should do this, you shouldn't do that, but at the end of the day, you are meant to ascend, to reach the top, because you have cultivated this understanding, these skills, this knowledge, whatever, however it's meant to, wherever it's meant to take you. You're ready. You're ready for a new beginning. So, anyway, I'm going to leave it there. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, wherever you are in the world, and I will see you on the next video. Mwah. And thanks again so much for liking, subscribing, and sharing.